Hello, welcome to the Invest in Value channel. I am Victor, and in this video, I'm going to cover AT&T. As you likely know, AT&T is a big wireless provider as well as internet provider, and recently owned Warner Brothers, and they spun that off just a little over a week ago. This has been a very established company with a great history of providing an awesome dividend, but has seen their stock price really go down over the last couple of years. Let's take a look at AT&T and see if it's worth investing in. I like to scorecard my investments, and I begin with a scorecard that has three different elements. First, I want a discount on investments. So we want to see, is this stock providing a discount currently? Two, is the company operated and performing well? And last, is it the right time to buy? So let's answer those questions for AT&T. Before we move on, do me a big favor and hit the like button on this video. Consider subscribing to my channel and hit that bell if you want to be notified of new videos. Now let's take a closer look at AT&T. AT&T's biggest business is wireless. Next to that will be the 5G network that is going to connect all devices that can connect to 5G. The fiber and internet business is growing the fastest, especially the fiber service, which provides very fast internet connections to homes. And last is business, which is a big segment for the company. The stock price has gone down over the last 5 years. You can see that it was trading at around a little less than $30 per share and just began to fall. It had a nice rally in 2019, but then came down with COVID and kind of stayed down ever since. More recently, it went down for good reason. It had the spinoff of HBO, Warner Brothers, and it spun off roughly 30% of its market cap, which that is explainable. Looking at the past year, it has been a slow decline up until this point. Now, more recently, it's been rallying. And I believe if this is a new and improved AT&T that is more focused, could really see a nice rise in its stock price while paying investors a nice dividend. Over the last 5 days, again, it just spun off HBO. It's seen a nice rise, almost 5% rise, which is nice to see. I'd like to determine what value per share AT&T is worth. And I'm going to use their cash flow history and really adjust that history. What I'm doing is I'm taking 2021 free cash flow and only taking 70% of that. Why? Because they spun off HBO, which represented about 30% of the company. So what I did is I took last year's results, multiplied times 0.7, and I'm using 17.8 billion as the starting point of the free cash flow we can expect from AT&T this year. And then going forward, I'm going to grow that free cash by 2% per year. And I'm going to take into account 20 years. Looking at that, I'm going to use a discount rate of 7%. AT&T is a very good company, not going anywhere. And if I use 7%, the net present value of the free cash flows for 20 years is 212,600,008 million. So that's a lot higher than their current market cap. Their market cap is 139.7 billion. So it leaves a nice room for a discount. If we look at the net present value of the whole company and the market cap divided by the number of shares outstanding, we get a value per share of $29.76. The stock price currently is $20.21. So it leaves about a 47% discount on the price currently. AT&T has been performing well. They just grew their business, their mobile, and then all their broadband services by 2.5%. And that's not including the HBO business in Q1. Their PE ratio is 8.27, nice low PE. They generated $2.9 billion of free cash flow. Again, not including AT&T. Their market cap is 138 billion. And if you look at just the first quarter of this year, they have a free cash flow yield of 8.3%, which is very good, especially this year. I think the S&P right now is down more than 8% year to date. So this is a nice stock that pays a dividend of 5.71 to help you have a good yield out of one of your positions in 2022. For this year's guidance, their wireless business is beginning to grow. Their high-speed internet business is growing very fast, which is good to see. A more focused business is going to give them a greater ability to really grow that core business that is what AT&T is all about. They expect to have a good 2022 and 2023. My outlook is, again, a more focused AT&T is going to enable them to perform better. The stock has good upside on the stock price, and they pay a very good dividend along the way. I am going to be buying more shares of AT&T. So looking at the scorecard for AT&T, first off, we are getting a discount on the stock. Second, the company is being operated and is performing well. And last, it is a very good time to buy. I think the spinoff of HBO has had investors waiting to see what was going to happen. I think what we're seeing early in Q1 is very promising. And second, the market right now is really crushing growth stocks, especially tech stocks and anything that doesn't have proven profitability and cash flows. Well, I think AT&T is a very good stock to own because they've proven that they are very profitable, generate great free cash flow, and pay a great dividend. So this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not recommending that you buy AT&T or any other stock or security. I just record videos to share my experience with other investors. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like button, consider subscribing to my channel, and hit that bell if you want to be notified when I release a new video. Thank you very much, and good luck investing in 2022.